Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. I have no black eyes. We've got Mr. OBH. We've got the guy who has escaped from Alcatraz live on the Monday podcast, Mr. Ollie Hope. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
We're finally back together as a threesome.
We are.
It's not gold, it's silver.
Mate, that is tacky as anything, dude.
Yeah, I'll take it off.
We've got the 50 cent of the show. I think that was my first comment, I think. Oh, done by 50 cent.
Oh, man.
How was stateside, Ollie?
It was really good. The match was amazing. Basketball was amazing. College football game was good. Alcatraz got a puncture riding across the Golden Gate. Well, not well, actually, it was before the Golden Gate Bridge when I got a puncture. So I ended up having to get a bus across it instead. But
oh, man.
Yeah, it was good. But I'm really jet lagged now because I only got back yesterday.
I did ask you at the start. I was like, is he going to be
barely awake right now?
Awake. So
tonight's episode is sponsored by caffeine. Caffeine intravenous ripped into his arm.
Can you believe that it's week 13 already?
I know, it's flown by.
We've had Thanksgiving. We've had all of that shebang, which I missed, and I'm gutted about missing. But you know,
you were practicing getting punched in the face.
I know. I mean, it didn't help on Saturday.
Over the shoulder again.
Hello.
He's waiting for the United game.
Oh,
you gonna wait back? There you go. Park your bum back on the chair, then you.
The United game kicks off at 1:15, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But we got the Tottenham game on for the other one at the moment, so it's fine.
As always, you can watch us on YouTube and on Facebook Live, where we are currently broadcasting live. I will put it up on Spotify later. Get involved with the comments. Give us a like on Facebook. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. You know, we are just... I'm excited.
How do those YouTubers say smash that subscribe button or something like that, isn't it?
Smash that like button. We haven't got any merch yet, but we will do because we're YouTubers now, so we can do that stuff.
Smash that like button and subscribe for more content.
Exactly.
That's
I mean,
embarrassing.
We don't know what content that we're going to be
next
doing.
year. I don't want to be thinking of that kind of stuff.
But yeah, how is everyone watching? We'd like to know what you are doing.
Get involved.
Let us know what you thought of week 12. Let us know what you're going to be.
Yeah, we're not week 13 yet. That starts in about 4 hours.
Yes,
5 hours.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The game side's an interesting one, but we'll get to that.
Let's hit straight on with the news. It's going to be going across now. We've got injuries. More injuries. C-Mac, shock again. Yet again, that man is made of
Weetabix.
I don't know.
Glass.
Weetabix, yes, glass. That's a big loss for Carolina.
Especially for the rest of the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that
was it hamstring again, wasn't it? Hamstring again he's gone for?
I think so.
So has he got Michael Owen's hamstrings?
Yeah.
He's asked him.
Because I don't know when this bloke had gone for a full season.
Did he
He's
not?
always had some kind of injured somewhere along the line.
A couple of seasons ago, didn't he go for the full season when he won like MVP or player or rookie?
I have no idea.
OPOY or something.
Let's have a look. But yeah, he's
another guy who we've not talked about actually is Jack Conklin. The tackle for the Browns.
Yes.
That's a big loss for a team that's...
Yeah, that's another one. I mean, I don't know how they're going to cope with that because Browns are getting injured left, right, and centre. Obviously, they've got injured QB. They've got a wide receiver who's now... Well, no, not wide receiver. Running back whose dad's now arguing at their quarterback. They are just literally imploding. You know, from a team that could have been there or thereabouts.
You see, you say that. Do you think they're imploding, or do you think they were just overrated?
I think they've imploded. I really do, because they got a very good tight end there in Duke. They got 2 or 3 really good wide receivers down there. People Jones is a brilliant receiver.
Yeah,
Absolutely
People
brilliant
Jones.
receiver. They got probably one of the best corners in Denzel Ward down there. They got 2 very good pass
Running
rushers.
backs.
Yeah, 2 bloody good running backs as well. A couple of great pass rushers. And so, yeah, they had everything making there to make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah, but focus how nobody's had a good quarterback.
Yeah, noted. But yeah,
Do you think the Browns are going to take up Baker Mayfield's 5th-year option?
I can't see why they can't. Why they shouldn't.
I think
They're high enough on him.
I don't think they should.
No, I don't.
I think they need to move on.
Something is not working for him down there. I know we have last year as some sort of false dawn, if you like, but he's just for all the hype he gives himself as well. He's not done it.
Are they 6-6?
I mean,
so they're not out of the picture.
Are they 6-6? Yeah, but did you see the game against the Ravens?
I haven't as of yet. No, if I'm truly honest. Obviously
many. I mean, I missed the start due to Santa Clara is a pain of a bum to get to and from. But there was just so many turnovers.
Yeah, was it 4 turnovers of Ravens through?
I think it was.
Or 4 turnovers in general.
I think Lamar threw 4 in the first half. I think it was 5 altogether. I literally every time so the second half I ended up watching it the restaurant we were at. Shout out to Applebee's. But every time I looked up, a different team had the ball.
Yeah, it was. It looked a very college-style football from what I've read on the reports. The one thing that I think the big injury is Dan Jones.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah, is Glennon good enough to take them to 2 or 3 wins? I mean, they've got the next few weeks. Giants have got Dolphins this week, so that's Chargers, Dallas, Eagles, Chicago, and Washington. You would expect to probably have Danny Dimes there, probably a couple of wins out of that. I mean, when Glenn sat in for Dan Jones in week 5, when Dan Jones literally got knocked out on the goal line, he went 10 for 25, 196 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Glennon's not good enough.
He's only won 6 out of 21 games as a starter. They're going to struggle. At the moment, they're outside the top 10 or just inside the top 10 draft picks. You can see them dropping like a stone to number 1.
Yeah.
Not number 1 because that's blatantly Detroit, but probably top 5.
Yeah.
As it stands at the moment, because it's Danny Jones' injuries week to week. And if they're not careful, they're going to rush him back, and then, your season's finished.
So, should we move on to the injuries that happened in the game I was at?
Yes.
Go on, then.
Shall we start with your guy, Debo?
Well, Debo and Fred Warner.
Yes.
So, I didn't notice
your Swiss Army knife on the offense and your Swiss Army knife on the defense.
I didn't notice Fred Warner go down or go off the field. It just flashed up on the board that he was questionable
Were you
to
blinded
return.
by the chain?
Yeah, I was blinded by this. This is like as big as my face. But the Debo one happened just after the one we'll move on to. And he wasn't down for long, but apparently he's out for 1 to 2 weeks.
What's the knock on him? Do you know? Is it just a knock or a muscle injury?
It's a groin injury.
Yeah, muscle injuries are always strains. Injuries are always difficult because you can't predict how long they're going to take to recover. Yeah. It's not like a broken bone.
Anyway, should we move on to your guy, which I have to admit at the time looked bad.
Yeah, I mean he's day to day from what I've just seen. I'm gonna be a bit controversial here. I know that some Vikings fans won't agree with me. I think this is his injury, even if he was missing
Who was it that
multiple.
went down?
Cook.
Oh, Dalvin Cook. Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that now.
Now I'm going to be very honest. I don't think this is going to be as much of a loss as we think it's going to be.
I don't think it's going to be as much.
Your backup did.
We've got
When
Matheson,
Cook was out. Yeah, that was it.
who I think has a really bright future with us. He did it before when Cook went injured earlier in the year. He really did well. And then we've got to just keep going back to Thielen and Jefferson.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know about Ollie, what Ollie thought about our game on Sunday. I felt we didn't use him enough again.
Just going back to that game, I think there were 3 key players that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Number 1, when Kirk decided to go behind a guard instead of the center, so you had to call a timeout. Have you heard what Kirk said about that?
I haven't heard what he said. No,
I haven't. But that's the meme that's going around at the moment, isn't it?
He just went up and said, "Oh yeah, I just stood behind the one guy."
Yeah, that's high school.
That's junior varsity level.
It's almost like they're running a wildcat, but without the bloody wide receiver or the running back there to get the direct snap.
Dalvin Cook had to go up and tell him he was behind the wrong guy.
That's just embarrassing.
So
how long? So Kirk's been in the league, what, 10 years now?
Probably more.
You would have thought by now someone who's been in the decade-ish, they would have known where to stand.
Yes.
Even if you've been, because he's been in your QB, 3 years now, hasn't he?
3 years now, yeah. This is his third year.
So that was a waste of 1 timeout.
Yeah.
Also, the catch that wasn't a catch. Thielen caught that ball. Everybody in the stadium saw Thielen catch that ball. It was called no catch. Zimmer challenged it, and it was still called a no catch.
Well, to be honest, this is what I was going on about the I think I said this on Monday, didn't I? OBH. We're just seeing constant inconsistencies with the officiating.
Well, the thing was, it was called a no catch on the field, and I don't think there was enough evidence to overturn it.
That's the way it goes, isn't it? If they can't convince, if there's not enough evidence to convince
that's why
on-field officials, it is.
Well, that's why Cook against, I think it was against the Bengals, back to week 1, where they said it was a fumble when it wasn't. Cook gone down.
I mean, if we talk about Monday night's game, I'll talk about that Logan Thomas catch. And the third one was the no call pass interference on K1 Williams.
Yeah.
So you lost 2 timeouts from 2 of those plays, which meant you didn't have the ability to control the clock, and you had 1 pass interference play that would have gained you about 20 yards and gave you a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
Probably being an old man being in bed. The boxing took it out of him on Sunday night.
I have to sit in the bedroom.
But yes, I think going back to Cook, I think if he is going to be injured and miss, say, 1 game, it's the right game to miss.
Yeah, I also would like to make a point. Well, no, actually, I'm not going to make a point. It's too
you're not going to miss. Well, you could take your whole bloody starting the QB1, QB tight end 1, the whole bloody lot, and I'll still think beat Detroit.
I mean, I'd like to say something about Kirk. He's got the other QBs with his record this season. It was put on NFL. Patrick Mahomes last year, or someone last year, was 10-1 with that record. 1 second, John. It'll be there in a minute. Yeah. There you go.
Well done, John. Well spotted, mate.
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
I think Brady was something like 8-2 or something like that at that time. with his
Kirk
and
is balling this season.
we've been let down by. I
What's
mean,
it? Three turnovers he's thrown? 2 or 3
Four.
picks he's had this
I think
season?
it's 4 now because Aziz
Yeah.
picked him.
but let's face it, Ollie, you destroyed us with your running game.
Oh, Elijah Mitchell, what a guy!
Our running defense has been shocking all
Yeah, but how
season.
many times did Debo run the jet sweep and picked up massive yardage?
He only had 5 carries, I think.
Two of them was two ones I saw were jet sweeps, and he picked up good amount of yardage.
I mean, 2 of them were touchdowns.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a bit of a.
And he doesn't really run jet sweeps. He just tends to line up in the backfield.
There was definitely picked up a jet sweep.
He does run some jet sweeps, but most of the time now he just seems to line up in the backfield.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
he'll be a big loss for the Seattle game.
Is he definitely out?
He's listed as doubtful, but from what I've read, he's out 1 to 2 weeks.
So it's basically going to be in uniform needed at the very last minute if someone goes down. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm assuming we'll just run the ball like Washington did against Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, so
moving on
Carolina's got C-Mac, which is massive.
Yeah.
New York have got Dan
Giants,
Jones,
which is huge.
But Browns have got Conklin, which is huge.
Yeah, because you've got an injured quarterback and your left tackle's out. So your blindside tackle's out.
And a very good left tackle. Probably
one of the best in the league as well.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's not Trent Williams, but
yeah, and then And
also, have you seen Trent Williams' PFF grade?
No, I haven't.
He's on 98.9.
I don't rate them. I don't trust PFF.
And the closest other tackle is on 95.
AP
gone to Seattle on
I have to admit, I hadn't seen this until you guys were talking about it today.
I was like, it's a strange one. So it's blatantly they're looking for. I don't even know why they would sign him. I mean, one of the guys on Neil actually put on the Facebook that the head coach and the running back total over 107.
Well, I mean, if you look at it this way, Carson's out.
Yeah, Collins is doubtful.
And Penny's out.
Yeah, I suppose you could sign him in that way.
Who do they have?
Yeah, this way you run DK Metcalf in the backfield, try and stop him. But yeah, it's still a strange one as well. If you would have thought there were a couple of players on the practice squad.
Just speaking of old running backs, have you seen Frank Gore wants to join the 49ers front office?
What's he going to give? Apart from like 100 years experience in the league?
I know he said, "Oh, I want to be part of the 49ers office. I'm still friends with one of the owners."
Did he actually play for the 49ers?
Yes, for a while. Yes, for a while. That's like the main team he played for.
I know he was at Buffalo. I know he was at, I want to say Philly, and I know he was at Kansas. But I didn't realise he was at your guys. Completely forgot that one.
He was I'm going to Google how long he was at the Niners for.
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Because he was there for a while.
Frank Gore.
So,
New York,
he was at the Niners for 9 years.
Okay, majority of his season. That makes sense. He wants to go back. I completely forgot he was there.
And the 5 times he was at the Pro Bowl was all what he was at the Niners.
I still want to talk about a very dodgy running back decision that was on Sunday night for Tampa. I still don't get why he didn't stop at the 1 yard line.
They won the game though. It's fine.
It was a very risky play though, because they ran him back.
Well, like I said, as I said to you before we went online, I've not seen any of Week 12 apart from the Niners game.
So you've just watched the 5-minute things on the plane on the way back, yeah?
I've seen Niners. I saw part of the Sunday night game, and I saw most of the Monday night game.
Fair
Well,
enough.
because in the restaurant on Monday, what was on the TVs was baseball.
Was what? Baseball.
Yeah, some lad got
Did you go and see Notre Dame? Notre Dame.
We did.
We'll talk about that in a bit because there's a bit of interesting news that come out from Notre Dame earlier, wasn't it?
Is there?
Yeah, their head coach is going to LSU.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So yeah, their head coach is going to LSU, and what's his name? Lincoln Riley going to USC.
Yeah. Did you see? After that came out, Oklahoma lost 6 commits for next year
Why?
because the coach left.
Wow.
Look at it this way: if you've been promised, say, by a coach that you're going to start as a freshman,
Yeah,
and
I
then
suppose, yeah.
the coach leaves, and they were like good commits too.
Oh, really? Wow.
The two the two that I saw was the second ranked center in the US, and a DE who was ranked 23rd overall.
Bloody hell. That's a big loss to. It's like
I didn't see the
Oakland.
other 4 that left, but I assume they were quite good.
So what was it like at the Fighting Irish? They're
So
over here next year, aren't they?
it was at Stanford,
Island. Was it?
and Notre Dame outnumbered the Stanford fans probably about 3-1.
Oh, wow. That's cool, actually, to be fair. I do like that.
I mean, most of the Stanford fans had left by the end of the third quarter.
What was the score in the end?
45-7, 45-14.
Ouch. So Notre Dame would probably beat Detroit.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident they would.
That's bad.
I mean, the Notre Dame.
Anyone could. I could beat Detroit.
The Notre Dame punter wasn't great, but he didn't have much to do.
Yeah.
But I would like to shout out to Stanford's marching band. That was absolutely awful.
What was their mascot? There was
a
mascot.
The dancing Christmas tree.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, because you sent me the photo. You have to bring it loaded up onto so we can have a look.
I have no idea why their mascot is a dancing Christmas tree.
Well, it's the last game of the season pre-Christmas, isn't it? So, or regular game of the season before Christmas for them.
Whereas Notre Dame's leprechaun could do backflips.
Oh, that'd be good fun to see next year when they come over here. When they come to Ireland next year. No, 23 they come to Ireland, isn't it?
Yeah, 2023 they're going to Ireland.
Which podcast will be there?
Famous last words. Along with Vegas next year for the draft.
Unfortunately, I won't be going to that, but I'll be with you in spirit if you two go.
Why are you not coming to Vegas, man? It was your idea originally.
That was a pipe dream, and then Ollie did his research.
What research was that? What have I missed?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused about that.
You posted flights, didn't you?
Hey?
Did I?
That's not expensive, isn't it? 500 quid.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm like, maybe.
The one I saw, anyway. Anyway, back to tonight's show.
Yes.
Mick McCarthy. Although,
COVID.
Is it going to be a big loss? Who knows? Because, to be fair, Cowboys have been absolutely pants the last 2 weeks.
I mean, Dan Quinn's experienced enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the OC, who looks about 12, is a bloody good...
No, it's not Kellen Mond, is it? It's...
No, that's the quarterback.
Yeah. What's his name?
No.
The OC.
He looks about 12.
Yeah, he played quarterback.
Yeah, he's a very gutsy quarterback, and I still can't believe they didn't even contemplate challenging that one play as well. A brilliant bit of defensive, where he literally threw to keep it in play.
Oh, is this on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was you're somewhere over the Atlantic at this point. So
yeah. Actually, I think by that point I would have been over the Atlantic.
So the ball got punched out, and the linebacker literally jumped to scoop it into play to keep it in play, and it got picked up and ran back for about 5-10 yards or something like that, wasn't it, Tom?
Yes.
And it got put down as an incomplete pass, even though the wide receiver, caught it, ran. You could see he made 4 or 5 paces. He had to secure the ball, and it's just a really good defense play.
yeah.
It was punch clear. And it was absolutely brilliant.
I remember you talking about it on Monday's podcast.
Yeah, it was. I still don't get why. I mean,
I
so
was watching the podcast on Monday Night Football at the same time.
so I don't get why Dan Quinn didn't go, you've got to challenge that. That is a challenge call. So you say Dan Quinn's experience, but there's a bit of poor decision making there. Obviously, look what happened to Atlanta.
He did get them to a Super Bowl, though.
Yeah, and then they capitulated as well.
Although I think a certain offensive coordinator that is now a head coach of the Niners was a big part of that.
True. Very true. Yeah, he was touted long before, along with Josh McDaniels. They were one of the two touted head, offensive coordinators, weren't they?
I reckon McDaniel's been told he's getting the job once Belichick retires, which is why he's still there.
Yeah, well, don't forget, Belichick is GM as well as HC in New England. So he'll go upstairs, he'll stay upstairs.
Yeah, but as when he retires as coach, I think McDaniel's been told he'll get the job.
All day long. And to be fair, I could see it. And it might be good because he might get rid of Belichick's son, Mr. I put a million two faces on the sideline, because some of the decision calls he makes are shocking. Saying that, though, the Patriots' defense in the last 5 weeks has been the number one defense in the league at the moment.
I'm still not convinced by the Patriots.
I'm starting to believe again. It's like the Euros all over again.
Give me 2 wins from the next big 3 games, I'll be convinced.
2 wins for the next 3 games. So Bills, twice, and Colts.
Isn't it Bills? Yeah, Bills, twice, and Colts. Give me 2 wins from that, and
Bills,
I'll be convinced.
by Colts, Bills, Jags, Dolphins.
Yeah, give me 2 wins from your next 3 games, and I'll be convinced.
Any 2? Because we're away. We got 2 away. We're at Buffalo and we're at Indianapolis.
Any 2 of your next 3.
Any 2 of our next 3 will put us 10-5, which is pretty much guaranteed. And then we've got Jags, so we're pretty much going to be 11-5.
And I'll be convinced that you guys will win the division.
Oh, if we beat the Bills, we'll win the division. If we have 1 win against the Bills, we'll win the division because we've got a game on them already.
Yeah.
Or half game.
But I think the Bills will beat you on Monday.
That'll be I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Bills have lost their number 1 defensive back. Trey Williams is out, or Trey Whiteside. They're very Jekyll and Hyde on the offense. Belichick will take Diggs out of the game. Yes, okay, Russell Knox is one of the top tight ends in the league. Dawson Knox is one of the top tight ends in the league.
But speaking of Russell, actually, you've helped me segue into something once you finished.
Go on then. I'll let you jump on.
Russell Wilson. Do you think this is last season in Seattle?
Yes.
Yes.
Unless they convince him, unless they go, right, because they've got no first round pick because they traded away to get Jamal Adams. So Jets at the moment have got 4th pick and the 5th pick.
Yeah. I do believe that they were very lucky to keep him in the summer.
Yep.
And I think that was literally by the skin of their teeth.
I think the Seahawks, if they lose him, they're going to be a struggling franchise. Yeah, okay, Graham Gano's capable as a backup.
Isn't Graham Gano a kicker? You mean Geno Smith?
Geno Smith. What am I saying? Graham Gano doesn't even play anymore, does he? Yeah, Geno Smith is very capable as a backup, not a starter anymore.
But he's not a starter. Nowhere near a starter.
I mean, Tyler Heineke's a lot better than he is. And we're fairly high on Heineke on this podcast.
The Third and Long podcast loves Heineke.
So shall we answer this question?
Where Wilson go? I could see Steelers.
I could see Steelers actually.
I also think that Steelers will try and get someone ready.
I think there are 5.
I think they'll go for Riddler.
I think there are 5 QBs that will be available this summer. I think Russell Wilson,
Watson.
Yep.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Watson.
I think Jimmy will stay another year sometime.
I don't think he will.
So you've got Wilson, Watson.
I think Tua wants out of Miami.
But do you think he will go?
I don't
And-
think. Yeah, but where will Tua go? Because I don't think he's as high.
I
as the other
think
one.
I think Detroit will take a QB in the draft and get rid of Goff.
I don't think they'll get rid of him. I think they'll keep him.
Yeah, but he's paid so much.
The Lambs pay a lot. Lambs? The Lambs pay a lot of his wages, don't they?
No, that's why they paid the second first round pick for him.
Oh.
I think that there's always been talk about Wilson last season going to Vikes. I don't think we'll get him. I think we're going to still
Kirk
stay
Cousins
with
done enough now. I
Evans.
think Kirk Cousins done enough to prove that he's
I
good
think
enough
he's
there.
proven this season that he has got something. I could definitely see Steelers, John. I still think they may go for Riddler.
If he's still on the board, if he's still on the board when
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys have seen the NFL show this week, but Jason Ossie did a little bit about how Ben Roethlisberger's finished.
Oh,
he is. Bless him.
I saw something on Facebook saying it's his his retirement tour.
They said his body's not doing what his mind's asking him to.
No, and you can see it though. You can see him trying to be the Ben of even 3 years ago. Last
what
season.
Rodgers is doing, what Brady's doing. I mean, they're both older than Ben.
Well,
let's face
it. Mr. Rogers' toe isn't doing it anymore at the moment, apparently.
To me, Ben Roethlisberger when he's on the sideline. By the way, United's losing.
Yeah, just by a dodgy goal by the sounds of it.
When he's off the field, he looks like Brady did in his last season in New England. He looks miserable.
Yeah.
But with Brady, though, you could tell he could still do it. Ben, I don't know. He's just looking off the pace.
At the end of the day, I don't get why Steelers have paid, was it 10 million, 12 million to Big Ben for 1 year. They're not convinced on him either. I think they were probably thinking, I don't think they obviously believed they were going to get one of the top 5 QBs in this year's draft. Hence, they kept him. And then they obviously, set on someone in this year's draft, probably Riddler. There's the Bama QB as well. Is it Brian? Can't remember his surname off the top of my head. Brian Young. He looks good.
I mean,
I agree, John.
I'm not sure if you guys know what happened with Rattler, but that was a bit funny.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
No.
The Oklahoma coach benched him for a freshman, and now he's transferring.
Yes.
Whoops. I'm going to put a controversial QB that could be in issues there.
I am looking forward to this. I love OBH's controversy because it normally pisses Ollie off.
Nah, it's going to be at the feathered variety, and it's going to be in the north of the country. And I reckon Philadelphia could be in issues. I don't think.
Did you mean Hurts?
Jalen Hurts, yeah. Sorry, Phil's. I kept those.
He looked shocking last Sunday.
Yeah, I just don't think he's what they wanted him to be.
But he has a good some games though.
Yeah, when he literally put 8 or 9 of your defenders on their back. But yeah, I think they wanted him to be a bit more like Lamar Jackson. Yes, okay, it's his first full season as starter, but he hasn't set the fight.
Like on Sunday, he's a poor man. Monday, sorry, he's a poor man's Lamar Jackson.
Oh, well done.
He's
the people
not got it, has he?
The GMs now are looking at the likes of, Mahomes, Jackson. Just trying to think out the other ones. Possibly Calm, Prescott, those type of players who could stand in the pocket and still throw a pass but still scramble. Russell Wilson and Rodgers, those good scrambling ones, or the ones who are literally can break the line and do a 20, 30-yard run, 40-yard run,
Yeah.
like Cam used to do. But they're not looking at the way they do it. Like, look at Mac Jones, probably the best quarterback out of that class this year. And he's not.
I don't think we've seen enough
He's not a
from Lance.
scrambler. He's not based on Mahomes. He's not based on Jackson. He is based on what a QB was.
At the
or
moment,
should
from
do
what-
for
Yeah, I'm
the
going to disagree with you on the fact. I mean, obviously Jones has had a great season. I don't think you can say he's the best to come out of that draft. I think he's the best to come out so far.
Yeah, I think you can
We've
say
not
so
seen
far.
enough from Lance to say that he is not it, because I mean he's got Jimmy. He's got a oven ready QB ahead of him. I think he's the only one to have an oven ready QB ahead of him. If I'm honest with you, you could say Dalton at the Bears is ahead of
He should be.
Fields.
Should be, yeah. You showed it on Thursday
Yeah,
night.
but I think that Jones was lucky that Cam. No, I think he was. I
think he won that. I think he won that possibly by halfway through training camp.
And I'm going to agree with the person.
I still think he was
I'm going to
lucky.
agree with the person below me here and say that I think he won the job too.
I think he won the job well before. I don't think it's nothing to do with Cam. I think he won that job well before. If you look at the videos that come out from training camp, all his throws was on the money, and Cam's was going here, there, and everywhere. Typical Cam Newton style throwing. Jones is very efficient in his throwing.
He is.
He is the highest percentage completion in the QB for the last 4 weeks.
He's won Rookie of the Year.
I think he's been given a run for his money by Chase, but
I will go with that as well. If one of them will win Rookie of the Year, I think it is Chase, or if one will win offensive, the other will win Rookie.
I think it depends on the postseason performances, because
what about a certain running back from San Francisco?
Mitchell, is he a rookie?
Yeah, we took him in the 6th round.
Oh, bloody hell. He doesn't run like a rookie. You know, you look at Harris, he acts a bit like a rookie at times, some of his runs he makes. Stevenson at New England, he's a bit of a strange runner sometimes. Like, you can tell.
John, who do you think's going to win?
Any of you, who do you think's going to win? Anyone out there, who's going to win Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Let's
have... John, he's the only one that ever comments mostly.
Oh, no, Jack sometimes does.
And Jack. I can't see who's doing them. But yeah.
Speaking of Jack and John, should we not move on to the predictions?
Yes.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, let's do it.
So how did everyone do last week?
Last week, let me just turn that over.
Into the lead, Ollie, I think.
Thomas, you got 3. So you've got all the Thursday night games, right? You were crap on Sunday. Ollie, you got Rams wrong, and I got Saints wrong. So Tom has now slipped down.
Did I really predict the Raiders to beat the Cowboys?
Oh yeah, no, we all had Cowboys to win. So we all got it wrong. Hey. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, we all got it wrong. So Tom's on 21, I'm on 20, and Ollie is on 23. Which, if I use the right mouse, not the computer mouse. This week's games are.
How did Jack and John do?
They didn't predict. Anyone who wants to join in, these are the games below. Please join in and choose those games.
John's just saying you went 5-0 this week.
Oh,
he did.
Yeah, I think he did actually. So yeah, the first game, I was really struggling to choose these games. I had no idea to go for. Obviously, there's one game to go for, which is Monday Night Football. Which we'll get to the other ones. The other ones are like trying to choose a similar record as possible, because there's a lot of easy, high-ranked teams against low-ranked teams. So
I fancy Cincy in the first after their performance on Sunday.
Yeah,
the Charge have been very Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, that is if you can shut out Eckler, I think you'll be okay. And they've got a fairly good run defense, Cincinnati. So yeah, I'm going to go for Cincinnati as well on that one. Tom, you've said Bengals as well, haven't you?
straight sweep for the Bengals. Washington versus Raiders. Now, my heart is saying, please, please, please let the Raiders win. Washington are currently keeping us out of the playoffs. They went to 6-5 at the weekend on Monday.
It was on a Thursday, wasn't it?
Thursday. Washington.
No, I was talking about the Raiders.
Oh, right, yeah.
Raiders
But Washington Washington took us out of the playoffs, so I do want Raiders to win, but I think Washington will win.
I think the Raiders are going to kick on from beating the Cowboys and beat the Washington football team. So I'm going to say Raiders.
I'm going to go. You're going for Raiders. I'm going for Washington as well. I think it's going to be a close game. The Raiders have got a lot of people out, one way or the other. Well, that's John's go. Who keeps pressing it enough? I tell you what, let's have one person press the comments button. Yeah, I'm thinking Washington. I think their run defense is very good. They are going to go for the run defense because Weller's out injured by the looks of it. They've obviously got no Ruggs. Everything's going to go through Hunter Renfro now. You stop that run game.
The longest yard.
You stop. Yeah, you stop the run game. You'll stop the Raiders. So I'm going for Washington on that one. Last one.
And the final one.
Yeah.
I told you I'm still not convinced by the Patriots. So I'm going to go Bills.
Yeah, I am convinced by. I think Patriots will get to the. I think they could go deep into the postseason. I just don't think they will beat.
I don't think the Patriots haven't beat enough quality opposition yet for me to be convinced by them.
I'm obviously going to follow my heart on this one. Reasons being.
Are you going Bills then? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Patriots. Reason being, we've got the best defense in the league at the moment. They've lost their number one DB. Belichick will shut out their main threat, which is Diggs. And
Dawson Knox, Cole Beasley, Gabriel Davis, Zach Moss, Devin Singletary, Josh Allen.
Who's their main threat being this season? It has been Diggs. Josh Allen has been very inconsistent this year. Jags.
Yeah, I'm not saying Diggs isn't their biggest threat. I'm just saying that they have a lot of other weapons on offense.
All top teams will have another lots of weapons, You boys have got several. Sorry, Ollie, Tom.
That's our complete weapons.
Yeah. So all these top teams that are going to go deep in the playoffs do have good weapons. Good defense coordinator. Yeah. There you go. Completely agree with that one. Our defense will stop that offense. It's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a massive scoring game. I think it's going to be 16-10, 20.
I'm quite enjoying I'm quite looking forward to watching our defense get to Russell Wilson on Sunday, to be honest.
Oh, that poor bloke.
That'd be a good game.
Battered, isn't he?
What's
your banker, Ollie?
Oh God, I'd had one.
We hadn't given him one this season.
No. I've been given an
NFC
losing record. I could just jump on the bandwagon and go Vikings to beat Detroit, but I feel like that's.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot they were NFC when I said that. I forgot what I said. NFC when I said that.
But that is too easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Jalen Hurts and the Eagles to beat the Jets.
Okay.
That's fair enough. I mean, yeah.
Because I feel like now I've got my 10 and I don't have to do the forfeits.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take. I can't remember who my banker was last week. I think it was the Patriots to beat the Titans.
Yeah.
So I'm now 11-1. But I feel like taking the Vikings to beat Detroit is just a bit of a slam dunk.
All right, then. Here's another one, then. How many points are the Vikings going to put on Detroit? Are they going to get absolutely steamrolled?
Do you want a winning margin or how many points they're going to score?
Let's put how many points they're going to score.
24.
Tom, as your team.
I'm going to say, I'm just going to go standard this 2021 Vikes. It'll be a field goal last play of the game.
Yeah, but how many total points?
Oh.
3 points? Field goal last minute game?
I reckon it'll be 20 plus.
I'm going to say 30. I reckon you're going to absolutely.
I reckon it's going to be 24-10. Just.
I hope we do. I think we need to. I think we need to start showing that we are a playoff worthy team. I think that it's all very good saying that we are the best losing record team. It's all very well saying, oh, we could be 10-1 or whatever it is. But
you're not a 6-5 or 5-6.
Yeah.
We're not a 5-6 team, but we're not got the record to show. We need to spank someone. And it needs to happen against Detroit, sorry.
Now, Ollie, I believe the captain competition is going back this week, is it not?
If I remember to do it.
We'll remind you.
And shall we move on to tonight's game?
So, tonight's game, it is going to be Cowboys at the Saints.
Yes, however, the Saints are missing both of their tackles and Kamara.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much Saints. It's pretty much Saints practice squad.
However,
however,
Taysom Hill is expected to start.
I still don't think Taysom Hill
I saw that as well.
Beat them.
Taysom Hill is better than Trevor Siemian, though.
Taysom Hill is a poor man's Mahomes.
But he's better than Trevor Siemian.
Poor man Josh Allen. But saying that, Taysom Hill does everything in that offense. He's running back, he's tight end, he's punt returner, he's kick returner.
He's still better than
he's
Trevor
QB.
Siemian.
He's a wideout. I think the only position he hasn't played is blooming kicker. It's ridiculous how they use him.
Mate.
His contract is a hybrid contract, isn't it? It's not even a
QB contract.
QB contract, wide receiver contract, tight end contract. It is a hybrid. So I don't even think they know what to do with him. He is a freak.
I do think
John, just put this on.
I agree with you, John. I absolutely do. But unfortunately, games are...
So for when this does go on the podcast on Spotify, John's put Vikings are 5-6 with 2 games. So games with 2 minutes or less, they'll be 8-3 or 9-2.
I mean, I'd say this, but they were comprehensively beaten by the Niners.
We were.
What was it? 7 points in the end, wasn't it?
8.
Yeah, but even though it was 7 points,
right.
Even though it was that, I still think that we couldn't handle the running defense yet again.
Honestly, I think the score flatters the Vikings.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's your problem because there is. Okay, so your next games you've got. Where are we?
I think we could.
You got Najee Harris, then you got Chicago, then you got
Fields
LA,
and Montgomery.
Then you got Rams. So you've then got
Henderson's playing very well.
Yeah, and who's the other running back down there? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Then you've got Green Bay. You've got
Aaron Jones and AJ
Dillon, and then you go back to Chicago again. So you've got some very strong running backs there. A very strong running offense.
We have to sort out our run defense quickly. But
it's your interior that needs sorting.
If we don't make the postseason this season, Zimmer's gone. If we do, it will paper over his cracks and he'll get another year. But anyway, back to tonight's game. Cowboys need to rebound. They need to do it.
It's going to be a Cowboys win.
They need to win, and I think they will do I reckon they'll win by at least 2 touchdowns.
I think 14 plus.
So they're in the Superdome. So in the season's Superdome, you would have thought if there was a full offense there, even with Winston fit there, it would be a close game. And I'd probably say with the Superdome, they were giving them a 12 man. So Saints would have won. I don't think it's going to be that 12-man crowd there will give them that extra lift, but I don't think it's going to be enough to beat Dallas. I think Dallas have enough. I'm not sure if CD Lamb and
Lamb's back, Cooper isn't.
so you've got one of their main weapons back, which
My
is
my heart says Saints, but my head says Cowboys.
Yeah, I've gone for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys 100%.
Because I've been pretty vocal about my dislike of the Cowboys.
1 second.
Go on, then. I'll let you do
it. So what would you rather, Tom? Okay, so
Zimmer out of playoffs or Stennis or Zimmer in and make the playoffs?
I am on quite a few Vikings fans groups. I would always back my team to win. I'd rather make the playoffs, if I'm really honest.
No. Every team wants the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, you're that close. You are touching distance to the playoffs. You don't want to go, right, sod it, I want Zimmer out and, let's not make the playoffs.
Because I think a lot of it is on the OC as well. And a lot of it, I mean, Zimmer has to take responsibility for the running defense. Because everyone says it on Fox, he's a great defensive mind, and we're not seeing it very much. We're seeing it on. I mean, I think we're quite good. I think we've got a good defense. I just don't think we. I think we come undone against a good running back. Basically,
it happens.
I would like to say just before we go on, R.I.P. Otis Anderson Jr.
Yeah, that came out of left field, doesn't it?
Suddenly.
Yeah, it was. So he was, as Ollie was saying, he was Ollie's age. There's been no information that's come out, but it is sad. He was on the Bills practice squad. No, Rams practice squad. Sorry. Oh yeah, that was a bit of a left field one. There's a bit of a down in it, isn't it?
Put this into context. He was Ollie Hope's age.
So how old are you, Mr. Hope? 23?
I'm 23.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Very.
Yeah, so my thoughts, all of our thoughts go out to his family and the Rams organisation as well.
Yeah, definitely. Player of the week. Would you like to kick us off with this, Mr. Hope?
Okay, well, I'm taking somebody that was that played my game, Aziz Al-Shaya. He started off at outside linebacker, moved into middle linebacker when Fred Warner got injured. Team high 8 tackles, 1 interception, 1 pass defended, 1 fumble recovery. He was everywhere in this game.
Obviously, yeah, I only seen, what I saw in red zone, but yeah, it looked impressive. I did see the fumble recovery. Gotta love it. You've got to love a fumble recovery. I mean, obviously, ex-defense myself, so you've got to love fumble recoveries and defense.
And the interception and the fumble recovery was the difference, really, because we scored 10 points off those two turnovers.
Yeah, massive, absolutely massive.
So Ollie, OBH, who are you going for?
Probably, I reckon, challenging Micah Parsons Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Ooh.
2 picks. So Patrick Surtain, 2 picks. One of them went for pick 6, 4 tackles and 1 assisted tackle. Pick 6 went for 70 yards. He reads the routes very well. And he's just a quality player. Looks really, really quality.
We were hot on him coming into the season of the draft.
Yeah, but before the Niners traded up, that's who I wanted us to get at wherever we were.
Yeah. I am going to go with Player of the Week, this man here, Joe Mixon. Rushed for a career high 160.
Oh, please hope Freddie's turned into the watching this just as we speak.
Against the Steelers.
Will.
Most a Bengal has ran against for Steelers, Freddie. He got 2 TDs. He's got, interestingly, a 4-game streak of multiple TDs in a game, which is a franchise record.
Yeah.
That moves us on nicely to it's mad. It is December. We are doing our player of the month, Mr. OBH.
Oh, it's got to be, isn't it? I've got to go for, as I said, Patriots defense is the number 1 defense in the league the last 5 weeks. JC Jackson has stepped up since Gilmore's left. 4 interceptions in November, 4 picks, 1 return for a touchdown, 6 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 6 pass deflected. He's now becoming the leader of that DB group. He's been absolutely superb. Him and Phillips and the old man McCourtney are having brilliant season now.
Ollie's gone for a Patriots. I've gone for a Niner.
Go on, then.
I mean, the stats speak for themselves, don't they? He's a wide receiver and he's had more carries than receptions. But I mean, 9 receptions, 175 yards, 1 touchdown, 13 carries, 180 yards around, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's been on fire. I'm taking the first game of the month, Arizona, was just a down game for everyone in the Niners. But the last 3 games, Rams, Jags, Vikings, Debo's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've been brilliant.
Yeah.
He reminds me, he's a younger version of Tyler Lockett, I reckon. And superb. Diggs, Lockett, that kind of electric, quick wide receiver. He's elusive. It's a good one.
Just before we move on to my pick, if you want to let us know who your player of the week and player of the month was in the comments, we will get you up on the thing here. My pick was this man here, Jonathan Taylor.
He's a beast.
He's a freak of nature.
Obviously going to be rushing leader of the year this year.
Yeah, 556 rushing yards, 8 rushing touchdowns, 15 receptions, 77 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. Candidate for Offensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously going to be rush leader this year with Henry gone.
Well, yeah, Henry's now out the picture, so Taylor's...
Hasn't Debo in the top 5 for the rushing yards now?
He should be.
He might be.
I'm sure I've read a stat somewhere who's top 5 of the rushing yards now, which is insane for a wide receiver. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we don't need to say anything more about Jonathan Taylor. He's a beast.
No.
He's going to carry on being a beast.
He ripped. Was it? No, it wasn't Tampa. Who was it who scored his 4 TDs against?
It was 5 TDs, wasn't it?
5 TDs,
yes.
Yeah. Who was he against?
Was it the Bills? The Bills, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, because he got...
because Allen got benched.
Is it who am I player this time back?
That's it is the turn of...
I believe it's 7-2 to me, isn't it?
I haven't won since... Yeah, but you got 3 points once.
Just a reminder of the rules. They have 3 picks to decide who the to guess.
But Tom decided to change the rules midway through after I complained because Ollie jumped in on me because I thought we were taking in turns.
Bruno Fernandes is just equalised for Man United.
If you get it within those 3 picks, because let's face it, these 2 have not got it in 3 picks. If you get it within those 3 clues,
Ollie has once.
Yeah.
With his only player he knew in that year.
You get a bonus.
No. I need 3 players in that year.
Okay, you went for all of them.
Yeah, there's the 3rd one.
You get 3. You get 3 choices. If you get it within those 3 picks, you get a bonus point.
I mean, the fact that
Are
I'm
you
seven, the fact that I'm 7-2 up, and most of them have played before I was born is pretty impressive.
I know, OVH, you've been slacking.
I
So
was being polite and taking it in turns, and then
yeah,
it was like,
right.
no, let's jump in now. Right. It's
Right,
gonna be
Okay,
it's gonna be a
so-
top 5 draft pick. That's what it normally is, isn't it?
Yeah, top 5 in the 1925 draft.
Okay, so he was. Do you know what Sodgius? He's a. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler.
Gonzalez, tight end.
Nope.
Drew Brees.
Nope. He played for 2 college teams. Thinking about this, I should have. Yeah. Anyway.
Rivers.
Nope.
What were the college teams? I've just
John Lynch.
No. He was a top 5 pick in the 2012 draft. No looking on Mr. Google.
I'm not. I'm just taking down the information.
no, he's not googling.
I'm not.
RG3. No,
No.
wouldn't be RG3. Didn't play.
No.
So 2012 draft.
Yes.
Cam.
No.
Cam was in 2012. Cam was 2013, I want to say.
He is a Super Bowl winner.
Luck.
No.
Tannehill.
No. He has only played for one NFL team. Or one team. in the
Hold on.
NFL.
So he was top 5 in the draft.
Yeah.
He's won a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and he's only played for one team.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure that's possible.
Offensive tackle for you guys.
I'm not sure that's possible, but okay.
8-time Pro Bowl in 2012. Play for you guys? As in Vikings?
I don't know.
Khalil?
No.
Matt Khalil?
He's not won a Super. That's not won a Super Bowl though. I know. Whoever the Patriots took.
No, we went top 5. Not in 2012.
Yeah, I don't think any of the top 5 have even been to a Super Bowl.
The only one
since
I
then.
can think.
In 2012.
Yeah, I swear it was
The only one I
Colts.
think of. So
I
it was
think the
Colts. So
I
that
can't
year
remember-
was Luck, Redskin went 1 and 2.
And then it was
Luck and RG3.
Then I think it was Browns, Vikings,
went for-
Jags, wasn't it?
Browns went for an offensive tackle. Jags went for a running. It's Blackmore. It's not Blackmore, is it?
Do you know what? I've messed up. He's not a top 5 pick.
Oh, you. I was about to say.
I've misread it. Oh well.
Go on then. What pick was he actually? And was he in 2012?
Yeah, it was in 2012. He was picked in the 3rd round.
Russell
not
Wilson.
in the 2nd.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yes.
Russell in it. Yeah. Null
I'll
and
give you
void.
both
That's
a
got to
point.
be null and void
I'm gonna
because he messed
give
up.
you both a point for this because I messed up. See, it was you lot talking about bloody. Oh, I was in a 1st round pick. So I was thinking, right, got you, right.
He went fifth. He went 5th in the 3rd round, though, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Didn't they trade up for him?
So he was a top round pick. top 5 pick, just not.
Did they trade? Did they trade up?
Top 5 rounds.
So no, he wasn't even top 5 pick in a bloody round 3. So yeah, he was 75th pick overall. That's
Overall,
awesome.
yeah.
It was his second college then. So he went from Wisconsin.
He went from NC to Wisconsin, or the other way around.
Yeah, NC, North Carolina.
So yeah, that rounds up today's show.
Just one more thing.
Yes.
That I've just realised. I've been harking on so much about how Maya wants to go to LSU or USC, and they've both got new coaches.
Notre Dame now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be Notre Dame now, isn't it? I think.
But yeah, it's been absolutely amazing to be back with you guys.
It's been a pleasure having you back, mate.
All 3 together.
Oh yes, it's been 8 weeks.
Just so that you know that this 8 weeks has not been for nothing. I raised a total of £350 for charity for the Christies in Manchester.
All for what? Less than 3 minutes?
Yeah. About a minute.
No, fair play to you, mate. Fair play.
It was totally worth it. I will be doing it again. It will be, though, in the off season. I am making sure of that. Thank you, John. But yeah, it is really good to be back with you guys. I have missed you on a Thursday.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure having you back, mate.
So, as always, have a good week, everyone. Enjoy the football. And most importantly,
stay safe.